All right, let's continue talking about rounding with this very practical problem. $1,000 was invested into an account that earns 3.4% interest compounded monthly. All the specifics of this are going to get into a lesson that you will learn later. In the meantime, the structure is down here. I had to make a correction on mine so yours won't look quite as sloppy. And no further withdrawals or deposits are made. The amount of money in the account after 11 years is given by this. To the nearest cent, how much is money to the nearest dollar, how much to the nearest $10. We're just learning to round, refreshing our memory on what we already knew. And what you can do is just type this into Desmos or a calculator exactly the way it looks. And that's part of the process on this one, is just realizing, you know what, I could just type this exactly as it is, and it works. I don't need the parentheses on that. And so I have everything I need here. I did leave the leading zero off, which is totally fine, the zero in front of the decimal. And I have this. So I'm gonna write that, and then we'll figure out where to round it from there. So we have 1,452.76867.3. There we go, that's what we have. And we are going to actually answer the question with this. To the nearest cent, how much money is in the account? Well, that means that we're going to stop right there. After that 6, so to the nearest cent, we're gonna go here. But then I'll look beyond that 6 and say, oh, well, that 8 is gonna make the 6 go higher. And so it does, so 1,452.77. And that would make the most, well, sense, haha. And bad pun. But it does make the most sense in terms of the practicality of the problem. But then they may just want to know to the nearest dollar, and every now and then they may want to know to the nearest $10. So to the nearest dollar would be the whole number. So 1,452, but we look beyond the 2, and that would mean the 7 is going to round that up. So 1,453. So if I gave you 1452.77, well, I'm not going to give you that much money, but if I did, you would just, if you're abbreviating it, you'd say, oh, well, he gave me 1,453, 1453. You know, a little easier, 23 extra cents. How much money is in the account to the nearest $10? So we're looking at the tens place, so 145. We're tempted to stop there, but actually that means that we're just going to chop off that 2 and say it's 0. I mean, and it's not 0, but we are rounding. So to the nearest $10, that means everything after the tens place should be a 0. And this 2 does not round that 5.